All right, welcome back to another episode of Analyzing Property Deals in the Market. Today we have one from St. Paul, Minnesota. It is a single family and it's got a lot of interesting and current updates to it. So I thought I would do a review or analyze this deal quickly to see if we would like to pursue this as well. Here's some pictures of the property. It's a single family. Looks like it's got 3 beds, 2 bathrooms. Listed at 315,000. So not too bad. Um, what is this? Probably some composite siding. Looks like the roof's got some a little bit older roof. Got some nice window decor. Okay. Okay. It's not too bad. Looks like it's got some original hardwood floors, a fireplace, built-in shelving. Oh, that's pretty cool. Haven't seen those before. Chandelier, pretty open concept. Straight through. Okay. Okay, the kitchen's updated compared to the living space here. It's got some hanging, what is that? What would you call that? Just light fixtures. Okay, it's pretty open. Stainless steel appliances. Got some probably some LVP or something flooring. Nice little touch to the cabinets. Looks like it's rustic or barn door style. Here's the bathroom. Okay, it's not too crazy. It's kind of a weird counter. Looks like it's wood or chop block or something like that. Okay. Got another room here. Looks like it might be a mud room or something. I don't know what this is. I don't see a closet, so it might be all you got to do is add a closet and it'd be a 4 bed. That's an interesting take. Oh, I'm interested in this room here. It's got a ceiling fan, so it might be like a family room or something, a second family room. All right, well here's the tub, sink. Okay, it's all tiled up. That's cool. All right, this looks like it's upper level bathroom. This is one of the rooms. It's got a fan. That's interesting. Gotta walk in. Maybe it's like a walk around or something. I don't know. That's interesting. Okay, there's another bedroom. Nice, simple. Okay, there's. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like how they kind of completed that part of it. Gives it a little focal point. One bedroom looks like it's right across the hall from each other. And then it's got a mud room. All right, got some coats, some bench seats for you to put your your boots and stuff, shoes. Goes out to the backyard. This looks like it's downstairs. Got carpet. So it's not completely finished in the basement, but that's okay. And it's got a washer and dryer, electric panel, so that's good. Backyard is patio. That's not too bad. Less grass to mow. Got AC. Wow, fantastic. I love it. All right, got 1 car garage and some parking spots. Okay, well, let's go and run some numbers so we can get a feel for what if the numbers work out. So 315, like I said, listed. Um, it's got 3 beds, 2 baths. Um, it's listed 14 days, built in 1937. Taxes are 40. What does it say? 41, 42. Okay, let's just call it 4,200. All right, let's go to the trusty BP calculator, plug in the address. We have 315,000 purchase price, and then closing costs, so that'd be 19,000. We will not rehab it, and then we're going to do 20% down. Today's rate's 6.75, roughly, give or take a tenth, or sorry, 100th of a point. We're not going to buy down any rates. It's going to be a 30-year fixed. And then what do we say? Taxes were about 4,200. Insurance, let's call it 2,500. 5% repairs, 5% vacancy, 5% capital expenditures. As you know, you've been here before, I manage my own property, so there's 0 management fees. Of course, you could pay yourself, but I don't. I just use it for the next down payment. And then if this was a true rental, we would just put everything in the tenant's name. So there's no responsibilities on our part, and there is no HOA fee. All right, so rental gross rents are, let's see, okay, 2,000. Let's call it 2,000. 3 beds, one 2 bed, 1.5 baths. 3 months look back at 3-mile radius. Let's take a look. Okay, so the average is 1,895, and then this 2,040 is the 75th percentile. So, you know, if you want to be conservative, you could run it at, let's call it 1950. Let's just say 1950. That'll be a nice conservative number. And then let's analyze it. We have negative $534 per month. It's a negative 7.8% cash and cash return. $82,000 in cash needed to close. And then we have, so it looks like $292 in variable expenses. So that's like vacancy, capex, maintenance. Your total mortgage is $1,634. Taxes $350, insurance $208. So that's not a good deal. That is super negative. Let's go play with the numbers. Let's go say. All right, so Mr. Seller, we would like to pay $290 for it. This will probably come down. Let's just call it 18,000. 290. Everything else is the same. 6.75% rates. We're down to 400, negative 400. Still not a deal at all. Let's just see what these rates will do. Well, here, let's just check the price. Let's say it's 250. If it's 250,000 purchase price, you're still negative about $200, so that's not good. As far as a rental, this would definitely not be good. We're looking at a negative, you know, that's pretty negative. So let's say, hey, they want to give you some concessions. Let's say that they bought it down to 6.5% interest rate, right? At the, let's say, 300,000. Kind of in a happy medium. You're not too far off where you're like paying list price, but then you're not kind of giving them too big of a haircut. So 300,000 purchase price. They give you, the seller gives concessions to buy down the rate at 6.5% interest rate. You're still pretty negative. So as far as a true rental, I mean, sometimes the numbers, they just don't work, you know, especially I found that out in my area where single families do not cash flow, especially with interest rates and the taxes being so high and insurance and the home values are so high. Single families do not work. Now, I did mention in this house, there's that den or that room that doesn't have a closet. So I'm thinking potentially you could turn that into another bedroom, and that would make it 4 bed, 2 bath. So let's go run the rents on a 4 bed, 2 baths for a single family. So the rents for a 4 bed, 2 bath, the average is 2159. The 75th percentile in a 3 mile radius is 2293. So let's just say, hey, we could get let's 2293. Let's just put 2300, right? Let's just see what that does. So we're gonna go back to the calculator. We're gonna say, all right, 300,000 purchase price, and they're gonna give us some concessions at 6.5. They're gonna buy the rate down, and the rents are at 2300. And it's closer now. It's negative 119 per month in negative cash flow. I believe if you're gonna buy this as a true rental, it will not work, and it's not worth your return on your money. But if you're gonna buy this and live in here for a couple of years, and then kind of decide to rent it out or have rates drop and you refinance, that's a possibility. But I don't buy houses based on that. So I don't buy it based on what I could do. I buy it based on what it is now, like what it's worth today, what I can get today. And as far as today, even with the 300,000 purchase price with 6.5% interest rate, 20% down, it's still a negative. So this is definitely a no deal for a true rental. Like I said, in this area, single families just do not cash flow, especially with today's variables in the market. So thanks for hanging out, following along, and you guys have a great day. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.